Okay, you understand? Right? This is what I said. I mean, when you learn Arabic, you know Arabic. And it just leaves all that other stuff to, we don't need that.
Like if a sister came in, if I just saw a sister on the street or whatever, I shouldn't say Assalamu alaikum. I should just say Assalamu alaikum.
You could, but it's okay if you do say Assalamu alaikum because it's inclusive for everyone.
Right.
But if you wanted to be specific and just special, then it's permissible to say to her Assalamu alaikum.
Right.
Just like if someone came into the masjid right now, it wouldn't be proper. At that time. It wouldn't be good to say coming in Assalamu alaikum, or let's say you couldn't use the feminine version because feminine isn't inclusive for everyone. It's only for females, for the women. We couldn't say Assalamu alaikum. It's only for women. If you want to be inclusive of everybody, you have to say Assalamu alaikum, even if it's just one person. Or if it's one person, then now you can be gender specific. Assalamu alaikum or Assalamu alaikum. Right? Ka or ki. Yeah. Or Assalamu alaikum. Dual.
Okay. To y'all too.
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all too. See?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I know what you, but that's just what.
Yeah.
That's how we speak it, right? In English. That's whose fault is it? That's not the Arabic fault.
No.
Because English don't have the ability to right? Yeah. So okay, so we have that. So now you see the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see it?
Got
it. See it, Ayah? Okay. Huwa, here. It's clear. Right? Pronouns. Using the pronouns generally are gender and number specific. So if you say huwa, it's a specific gender and number that we're targeting. Here, a specific number and gender. Right? Huma is number specific but not gender specific. Because huma is used with any dual. It's for a dual in the third person. Whom, what would we say about whom, is gender and number specific. Right? Whom is plural and it's masculine. Hunna is also gender and number specific.
But whom can also be used.
And then that's the additional thing about whom is that it's used generally. Right? Okay? So we finished with third person. Now those are the 5 pronouns for third person. Huwa, hiya, huma, hum, hunna. Finish. Okay? Move on to the second person now. Because we said there are 12 pronouns. Okay? So third person is done. Now for second person, we have anta and anti. And then the remaining plurals, the remaining in English, let's get the English part out of the way first. English, there's only one word, you. Now we sometimes, get creative with our explanation. You all, or y'all, or y'all, you two, But the English is only one word, you. For all 5. Watch. If I wanted to say, if I say, I saw you. I saw you. I want to include you and you. I saw, what would I say? I saw
y'all.
I saw, in English properly, I saw you.
You would still say you.
I saw you. Right. To say you too is not proper grammar, but that's what we do to get by, to make up for the lack of the clarity.
Yeah, the lack
we
of
say
clarity.
I saw you.
Or both of you.
Or the both. Right. We make up, but in English the word is just you.
Right.
If
we had to add something to make it clear.
But in English we only have the one word you.
You need qualified.
Right.
Yeah.
And now I want to do a plural now. I saw you. Or if I qualify, I saw all of you. English, the word is you. Arabic is specific, gender and number specific. So we already know anta and anti. Okay? So if I want to say, I saw you, I'm talking about the two of you. Again, for the dual, it's not gender specific. It's number specific for the dual. So in Arabic, the word is antuma. Right. Not right fancy, sorry. Antuma. Okay, which is the dual. Okay? Number specific, not gender specific. Okay? Okay? And then the plural, antum. Okay? Now your plurals are gender and number specific. So antum is masculine. Okay? And then we have the feminine version, antun. Okay? So you have anta, anti, antuma, antum, antunna. English word is the only word you. Okay? So what we have to just know that antum is dual, antum is is plural, and antuna is plural. And then these two, all of them are number specific. Okay? The last two are number and gender specific. Okay? So, you know, the only word in English is you. Okay? So those are unattached pronouns, 12 in number. Okay? So huwa, all of them, huwa would be huwa, hiya, huma, hum, hunna. Anta, anti, antuma, antum, antunna. And then first person, you only have two, ana, right? Nahnu. Now, think about ana and nahnu. Look at it. Okay? What we say about ana? Ana is number specific, not gender specific. Because a man or a woman can say ana. Right? I can say ana Muslim, and she can say, right?
Mm-hmm.
Understand, right? So it's only number specific.
One, meaning I, me, myself.
Singular.
Singular. Yeah.
Okay? Whereas nahnu is number specific, not gender specific. Same thing. Nahnu. Right? Nahnu would mean we.
Could it be two?
It could be two, right?
And
That's
then
what I'm
it could
saying.
also
Right.
be three
Right.
or more too, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's what I said. It's, right. You see? So it's only, right? So nahnu includes dual and plural.
Okay. And it's not gender specific either.
It's not gender specific.
Alhamdulillah. So if I said nahnu, we could be us or just me and him.
Exactly.
Okay. Or 1,000.
Okay. Now, you for an example, look. Show you the difference. Just you and I in the let's say you and I in the masjid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or when we talk, right? So if I wanted to say we are Muslims, you and I, what would I say?
Muslimin.
Musliman, right?
Yeah.
Nahnu Musliman. And include all of us, Nahnu Muslimun. See the
Oh,
difference?
got it. Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, so
It's number specific,
yeah.
right? But Nahnu could be used for dual as well as plural.
So you can use it for both situations.
Right.
Okay, understood.
Okay.
Thank you for that clarification.
Man, I probably missed it. Why was the dual was Muslim man?
Yes. We're going to go over that a little later on in class today. Inshallah, how to do duals. Okay?
Antuman was dual.
I'm
right?
sorry, Antuman
Antuman.
is the dual.
Yeah, dual.
You know what it was? This format that you did was very simple, and I guess I kind of learned two different ways. I learned the plurals, and then I was learning the.
Yeah.
It was
too much.
It was
Yeah.
confusing. What?
Yeah.
Remember how I was up the
Oh,
board? And I was like,
This is, you know why? Because a lot of people, when they teach Arabic, a lot of these things, I guess the advantage for me is that I learned Arabic in Arabic.
yeah.
So I didn't have to. I mean, although I learned this old method, I quickly abandoned it when I learned Arabic. I don't rely on teaching Arabic through an English medium. In other words, how the English presents it this way, and it's very, very dog. I mean, it's,
I have so much proof of that because remember how you taught us the fa'il and the maf'ul? I have a book on verbs, right? And I was going through the book, right? And it's like vocative, passive.
she used a term I haven't heard in years. What's it say? Declinate.
Declinate. Oh, we should use that?
No,
it's not
I'm
saying you
just
shouldn't
saying-
use it,
no,
but-
I'm just saying it took me back to way back, you know.
And it's confusing because, like, for instance, I know what a fa'il is. I know what a fa'il is. I know what the maf'ul is. But in Arabic, it's like, I mean, in English, they put these terms like active and passive and the
Indicative, subjunctive,
suggestive. I don't know what any of that stuff is. And then when I go look up the definition, they don't even clarify what it really is.
And so that's what I'm saying. I think it's just going over a hurdle that you don't need to go over. Like I said, I believe in picking our battles. If it's not necessary, we don't have. I care less what indicative. If it's going to help me understand this concept in Arabic, then I'll learn it. But if it's not going to help me, I'm not going to waste my valuable brain cells to try to figure out what indicative means. I'm not going to do that to myself.
I still don't know what
So you
Justin
teach
is.
us the concept of declinating without using the word declinate.
He'll
I'm
give-
going to go right to the source. Learn it in Arabic.
Oh,
Because we
okay.
didn't learn English then.
Right, exactly.
We didn't learn English through another language.
Right.
We learned English.
English.
And that's, you know.
And that's the problem.
By putting I even noticed, like, we were talking about, I remember before, you told me, like, don't use transliteration. Because it's like you're putting something between you and the language as opposed to learn what these letters look like and at least learn how to read it and recite it, because you're just creating an obstacle for yourself
Right.
by putting transliteration between you and the language.
And that and when he told us this stuff, it's very easy because the way he explains this to us in a way that's understood. When I went to go look up Jussive, and I was
I mean, you don't look it up.
accusative.
They got to take you into Greek and Latin.
Oh, wow.
So you go 4 languages to get the
And you only trying to learn Arabic, and you still not there. I'm not kidding you. You go look it up. They gonna tell you the Latin meaning, the Greek meaning, maybe even Germany or in there maybe. I don't know.
Sometimes, yeah, they go to that.
They go through the etymology.
You go to the etymology door.
And you
And
still
then
don't know what it
it'll-
means.
In Greek, it'll mean something that's way far from what the word actually means in English, but they'll tell you that. And then wallahi, bro, I could not figure out what they were trying to say, what jussive or accusative was. But then when he says, this is in the case of rough, this is in the case of mansub, and I said, oh, okay, I got that. And it was 2 words where they go through a whole paragraph, and
It's just not worth it. It really isn't.
it's this book. Actually, it's this book right here.
Okay. And that's a
This
good
right
book.
here. It's a good book, but all that extra stuff, and then when I'm looking at it, I'm like, look, you see what I did? Fatten. I said, that's the mustard. And that's what you taught us. It's a good book, but I don't like the way they explained it because it was too, I don't understand.
and that's really a light version. We're talking about they have grammar books that teach you Arabic through an English medium. And they use all that terminology. That's just a waste of time.
It was hard enough learning it.
English.
From English. You know, when you're learning English grammar.
I had an advantage because I really didn't pay attention much in the English grammar part. So I'm just
All
learning
right.
that.
So we have these are unattached pronouns. Unattached pronouns. What does that mean? That they always stand by themselves. They are never prefixed to a word. They stand by themselves. Okay? The voweling meaning the N does not change. It's consistent. They stay what they are. So it's always going to be huwa. Always here. Always anta, anti. Always ana, nahnu, etc. Okay? So the end of the vowels don't change. They stay the same. Okay? They are unattached. Okay? Now, that being said, okay, I'm going to say this. These pronouns, the unattached pronouns, are primarily used as the subject of a sentence. Primarily used as the subject of a sentence. Okay? And we have that. All right? The other thing we should understand about language is that the thing about Arabic, when you start to Arabic, is that you see that Allah has made, there's a natural order to things. If you have something on this side, you got to have something on the other side. That's the natural order of things. So if you have what we call unattached pronouns, what's the opposite of unattached?
Attached.
You have to have attached then. There's always a pair to something. This is what makes Islam or our language so unique, because everything has a pair except what? Allah. This is how we prove how Allah is one. Everything has a pair except Allah. That's the meaning of La ilaha illallah. Everything. And you have a right, you have a left.
Up, down, wet, cold. Wet, hot. Anything has a balance. Everything has that.
Except Allah. Allah is the witr. Allah is the odd in everything. So here you can get an Aqidah lesson. Just learning Arabic. You understand?
Okay.
When you understand that.
We used to look at it years ago, mathematically, that concept of odd, because you always have, like, if you have 9, you have 4, 4, and then an odd. And then you have 6, 7, you have 3, 3, and then an odd. So that concept of the odd is always the one that stands alone from the pairs.
But even in that 6, you have 3 sets of 2. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
so this is just interesting.
Yeah. Okay. So, with that being said, so this here is our unattached pronouns. So now let's look at our attached pronouns. Okay. So we're going to take these off, but we're going to still keep the same format. What format is that? We're going to go
3,
to first
2,
person,
1.
third, second, and first person. Okay. So when we say attached pronoun, this is one by attached pronoun. Attached pronouns come at the end of a word. Again, look at the concept. The unattached pronouns always stand alone, but they come at the beginning. The attached at the end. You see that? How the balance is still. This is the thing about Arabic. Okay. So your unattached pronouns are suffix to nouns. They may be. Look, unattached pronouns can be suffixed to a noun, a verb, or even a particle. So there's no restriction on what they can be suffixed to. Okay. All right. So let's get the third person. Let's get them out of the way first. Okay. Okay.
You said an attached pronoun can be suffixed
To any type of word, whether it be a noun, a verb, or a particle. Okay. Okay, so we give an example of it in one moment. All right. So let's put the major ones up first. The first 5 up for us, or the first 6. Okay. So we have, for third person, we have the pronoun who. Okay. And its feminine counterpart, ha. Okay. All right. You got it. Who and ha. Okay? So, in English, we third person now. What this would mean in English, we have, okay, I want everybody to pay attention now. Depending on what we're prefixing it with to, or what it's being suffixed to, is going to determine the meaning. In English, let's look at it like this. We only have 2 options for who in English. We can either say his or him. That's it. And then if it's non-human, of course, it. Okay? So in English, who can only mean his or him. Ha is the feminine counterpart. So then what would ha mean in English?
Hers.
Her.
Or hers.
See, in English we only have her or
Hers.
hers, right? That's it. You can't say she now, right? Watch for an example. All right. May I see your pencil, please? Whose pencil is this, Ali?
Hers.
Huh? No.
That is her pencil.
Her pencil.
Her pencil.
Her pencil.
Yeah.
Right? Her pencil. So in Arabic, how would we say that in Arabic? Her pencil.
Um.
Come on.
قلمها. قلمها.
Oh, so you can use color for pencil and pen?
Same word. Column. That's the word column. We said these pronouns can be attached to nouns. So we have a noun. Column plus one of these pronouns. So we're going to use this one first. Plus ha.
قلمها.
All right. This is the rule. This is the rule. You're going to watch this. It's going to take you to another level in a moment now.
Okay.
Hold on.
All right.
Okay? Okay? Okay. So we're going to take the word column. It don't matter what whenever we use these pronouns, we said why the pronoun can be attached to both nouns, to all three, a noun, a verb, or a particle. Now we're going to first learn how to attach it to a noun. Okay? So in English, we can only say, if it's who, we only can say his or him. In English, we can only use the word her. That's it, her. And then we have to apostrophize it, right? Her
Hers. Hers.
Hers.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. When we take it to a noun, right? Watch what happens. Whether it's column, kitab, bait, right? Doesn't matter. What's going to happen now? So we're going to say, watch. Call that mu ha. When you attach the pronoun,
Drop
we have
one.
to lose a vowel. Why? What rule is that?
Because that.
What is that? Go right to the point. Go right to it. What is that in grammar?
What's the name of the rule for?
What's the rule? What is it in Arabic? What is this concept called in Arabic?
That is making something definite. That is. I can't think of the name.
I know you know it. I know you know it. Come on. Come on. What is that?
Declination? Not
There
declination.
you go again.
I'm sorry.
All right,
I'm trying to think.
Wait a minute. What's your name again, sister?
Halima.
Halima? Okay, watch this then. If I say,
That's yours? Oh.
mashallah.
Oh, hey, wait a minute. Hold up. I got it.
Call that mu.
Oh, I got to start it again. How do you do that? Uh-oh.
Okay, so we say, look, call that mu. Halima. What is this?
That's a
Come on. What is it? What's that concept? You got the two terms. What is that called? What is this
Idafa.
called? An idafa. This is an idafa. Right? So what's the purpose of a pronoun? It takes the place of what? Of a noun.
of the noun.
That's all this is an idafa. That's why you have to lose the vowel. That's the
Because the first one can't end in tanween.
anyway.
Yeah, it can't.
You understand?
Yeah.
What letter you lost?
Like
The
when
tanween.
the tanween.
When you put the pronoun on, when you put the attached pronoun on, we can't say, like the word by itself is kolamun
Right.
or kitabun, baytun. That's if you attach the pronoun, we can't say kolamun ha.
Right.
You must drop the vowel, one of the vowels.
Right.
That's the rule in Arabic.
Right.
Right? I mentioned that earlier because we learned the actual rule, but now you understand why. Right, Al?
Yes, understood.
Now you understand
Understood,
why you
listen.
have to lose that vowel. It's because what is it in essence is nothing more than an idafa.
Idafa. Yeah.
Because the pronoun only takes the place of a noun. So if we say Kolemu Halima, okay, Halima's, that's your apostrophe now. You see?
Yeah.
That's how it comes in the pronoun. But it's not really there. Hers. Right? Halima's pen, or the pen of Halima.
Halima. The pen
Right?
of Halima.
I want to replace this noun now with a pronoun. I can't say she. I can't say he, here, which is the actual pronoun.
Sheep.
But you,
Pen
right?
of
So
she.
I have to attach it now. So what pronoun do we use? This one.
Yeah.
Have. So English is going to come out to say, look, if it says Halima, Halima's, apostrophe S, pen.
Pen.
So replace that with the pronoun her, because that's what ha means. Ha means her.
Her pen.
Her pen. Or if it was who? His.
His pen.
You see it now?
Understood.
Okay. All right. Got it? Okay. So that's the thing. When you attach the pronoun, you have to lose the vowel. Why? Because it's nothing more than an Edofa. You form an Edofa.
Yeah, you don't put me doing
We're going to go over that in a few moments. We're going to go over that. And we're going to use concepts and terms.
Okay,
Just let it roll down the mountain.
okay.
We're going to come back over it. Okay? All right? So, who, had, done. Okay? Let's go and list the rest of them. So, what would be second person? Second person, we utilize the letter ka. So, it becomes ka. And then feminine be what? Ki. Right? First person, we utilize the letter ya. And then the plural would be na. Okay, so let's look at this so we can get examples of it. Okay, so if we have the word kitab, right? The noun is actually kitabun, right? Because nouns, a sign of a noun is that it ends in tanween, right? So you say kitabun. So if we want to attach the pronoun on here, suffix the pronoun, we know we have to remove one of these vowels. So kitabu, who? Kitabu, ha. Kitabu, ka. Kitabu, ki. Now, with the yeah is a long vowel. Yeah, by default, is a long vowel. Arabic, a letter can't have two vowels at the same time. If we take off the vowel, we left with kitabu, but yeah is also a vowel. They clashing. Someone has to give. Something has to give.
And long vowel has precedence.
And the long vowel has precedence now. It's going to wind over now.
Okay.
So that's why now, so you remove everything. And you keep the long vowel now. Kitabi, kolami, beiti, ummi, etc., etc., etc. Right? Because if you take off a vowel, right, you still have a vowel here, and you can't have two vowels at the same, a letter cannot have two vowels at the same time. Okay? So when you attach the pronoun, right, suffix it, right, that long vowel stays in place. Okay? So, okay, I'm going to say something. That's why we said, so when you do i'rab, you have to estimate what the ruling is. If it's marfu, mansuba, because you can't see it. Now,
oh, okay, I see what you're saying now. Because the other vowel is gone.
right, you can't see it. You can't see it, so you have to estimate what it is.
What it is from the rules that you know.
There you go.
Understood.
Okay, there you go. Right, and then it's say na, hour, so kitabuna. Right, baytuna. Right, you see it? All right? Right, we got I, who, ha, ka, ki, ya, the letter ya, and then na. So, his or him, right? That's how we, ha is going to be her. Ka is going to be you or your. And that's it.
So
Same thing with cat, just like with anta, we only have one word. Right? But it's used 5 different ways. And then yeah, of course, is going to be my or me. And we give an example of that. And then na is going to be us or our and or slash us. Okay? Okay? All right? So we're going to take the rest of these now. Okay? So, third person. We want to now go to, if we have singular, now we want to go to the dual format. Very easy. You know why? Because if you learned your attached pronouns, the unattached pronouns, for the unattached, for third person, same pronouns. Yes.
So if I were to say, if I was saying your book,
Mm-hmm.
that would be Kitabuka.
Kitabuka.
Okay. So if I, okay. So like I could say, I have that Kitabuka.
Can I say it again? I have that.
Kitabuka.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is this your
Is
book?
this your book?
Okay.
And then, and if you want to respond in the affirmative, nuh-uh. Have that.
Hada Kitab Buhu. No.
You want to say,
Buyet.
remember the rule. If you take off the vowel, remember it can't have two vowels at the same time.
Hada Kitabi.
Have that kitabi, yes. And then if you want to say, no, this is Bilal's book.
La.
Come on. Same thing. Ain't nothing different. Nothing changed. Come on.
Kitab.
Have that.
Hada Kitabu Bilal.
There you go. Ain't nothing changed. Where's his book? Aina.
Aina Kitab. No, Aina Kitabuhu.
There you go. It's under the table, Ali. It is under the table.
Have that.
It is under the table.
It.
There you go.
Hua. I don't know. If I forget the word for under.
Anybody know?
Ta.
Ta,
Ta
ta.
ta ta. Ta. Al.
Good.
Maktab. I thought that was desk. I thought Maida was table.
Sometimes they put writing table, but
Maktab.
Maktab is the
What's
table.
Maida?
I don't know. It says I don't know. I thought Maida was the table. Somebody told me another one was Tarabeza too.
No. Tall wheeler.
Tall wheeler.
That's the table.
That's what it was. Tall wheeler.
Maida is
Why
a
do I
place.
keep getting that mixed up with tall wheel?
I don't know.
Because it's me.
It
That's
sounds like
why.
the same letters. Maida, like Allah mentioned in the Quran, Maida is like this. If we put food on it, this is called a Maida now. That's a Maida. So if you have a mektab and you put food on it, that's a Maida.
Oh, so it's not actually the table itself. It's
It's
wherever you spread
right.
food at, and
That's
whatever
a
you
Maida,
spread
right.
the food. Man.
You know, the table spread, the
Right,
syrup.
right. That's why it's called that. Right.
Yeah.
But that's fair. It doesn't mean it's not. You know.
Boy.
So if you put food on it, it's called the Maida.
Oh,
That boy, we be getting it all kind of ways. Wow.
We wasting a lot of valuable time, really learning. You know, keep this. You know, I mean, I don't know why we keep doing this. What they say the definition of insanity is.
to do
Same thing over and over again, expecting a different result.
That's insanity.
We've got a way now. Like we just learn from other people who think they know, and they tell us this stuff.
My sheikh said there's three kinds of people. The man who knows, the man who doesn't know, and the man who doesn't know he don't know, and that's the most dangerous.
And we are surrounded by most people who
Who
don't know that they don't know.
Okay, all right. So we have Hua, we have here, right? So we said now we want the duals for these, right? The dual in the plurals for the